Vietnam, Vietnam, Vietnam. Vietnam is a dream destination, isn't it? It is yours. It's mine. I mean, stunning beaches, breathtaking landscape, very friendly people, amazing food. The thing is, the paradise can quickly turn into a nightmare if you think you can do whatever you want here in Vietnam. Making a bad move could compromise your situation, your wallet, even your life. I'm Charles and I spent several months here in Vietnam, in Da Nang, mostly in Da Nang, and I have the privilege to discuss with locals and expats who lived here for over a decade. And today I will shed light on mistakes that could have serious consequences on your situation, and it's ranging from fine to jail sentence. In most extreme cases, it could be even death penalties. So in this video, I will share 5 mistakes that you should absolutely avoid during your trip here in Vietnam. So there is a new law in 2025. The obtention, the consumption and the selling of electronic cigarettes is now prohibited. And at the moment, police start to punish very severely people who do those things in public areas. So the police could take your vape, of course, and smash it to the floor and put a fine of 2 million VND, which is around $80 US. And furthermore, if you sell or import this product in Vietnam. The police are closely monitoring this offense, and that move aimed to protect people and young, so that's for healthy lifestyle. And most of the people here are young in Vietnam. I mean, the major part of the people, how to say, the average age of the people here in Vietnam is around 30 years old. So it's, I get it. I mean, electronic cigarettes, you should stop that. Often we could say to ourselves, it's okay, I have time, I have long time. I mean, this is a 3-month visa. It's really easy to get, so I stay here and I will manage my exit or my travel later. And the thing is, a lot of people who stay here just forget the date. I don't know how it's possible, but you know, we are all built differently, but I believe there's some people who take it really lightly and you know, they just forget the date of exit and they get, so when you get visa overstay, if it's 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, it's still fine, but it could be very, very expensive if it's more than that. So the fine ranging from 20 to 1,550 USD. And if you couldn't pay this ban when you get caught, it could lead to it leads to an entry ban of Vietnam, and the duration of the ban depends on the severity of the offense. One thing that trips up many foreigners here in Vietnam is motorcycle renting law. So let me break it down for you. If you're renting a bike over 50 cubic centimeter, you should have a valid license, international driving permits with the proper A or A1 classification for motorcycles. If you're from the US, think of it as having the equivalent of a motorcycle endorsement on your license. If you don't have this, the only solution is to get a local Vietnamese license. And yes, it's possible to have a local driving license if you're staying long term. The thing is, nobody want to rent 50 cubic centimeter. I mean, it isn't fun, right? You're going slow, it's not sexy. It's even more expensive, I don't know why. It's even more expensive to rent that. 50cc, I've been in a shop yesterday, so I know what I talk about. Yesterday was 2 million VND. So $80 USD. 2 million to have a 50cc, and to have 100cc is 1,200,000. The reason is because most of them just been bought, so it's a new bike, so they rent. This is the reason why this is more expensive for rental. It could lead to heavy consequences. So sometimes the shop rental, they will rent to you a motorbike who is not properly maintained. It could be missing mirrors, braking lights, defective brake. They don't care. They could rent that because it's your responsibility to have a proper bike who respect the norm, and it's not the responsibility of the shop owner. So if you get arrested, you will get fined. Many laws has been voted, as I said before, in 2025 concerning those things on the bike. And there is also another new thing, is like the stop white lane for the red lights now. Everybody respected that. That wasn't the case before. I mean, if you know Vietnam, that's the country all there. The driving is very crazy with all the motorbike. They drive in many ways, even on the sidewalk sometimes in Ho Chi Minh. You know that stuff if you know Vietnam. So it's very surprising to see everybody stop on a white lane. They even put cameras on a red light and you get caught by the cameras. If you come from developed country and you've never been in Vietnam, it sounds really obvious for you. But now you should be very careful about those things. So fine for lacking those requirements could range from 80 USD to 2,300 USD. So if you rent a bike over 50 cc, please make sure you have your registration number, the bike have insurance, and to have a proper license, so international license, or as I mentioned before, the proper license for you, because if you get arrested, you should think this is legal, and smoking like a Rasta, laying down in your beach chair or in the street, even if many people makes you a proposal or you smell it on the street, this is not legal. Vietnamese police don't laugh with that, they don't joke with that. So even if you searching some, you could have some problem. You will have some problem. So be very careful to not forget some in your jacket or in your luggage. That's the case in Malaysia or Indonesia. So many foreigners have trouble with that. So be very careful in Vietnam. Consuming or processing cannabis is illegal in Vietnam, and doing those could lead to heavy penalties. It could be from 80 USD to jail sentence to, in extreme cases, death penalty. Caution is therefore advised for foreigners. That's why you click on the thumbnail. I see you. In Vietnamese we say "Do bin thai." So many people think, many men think Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam is all the same area, same laws. No, it is false. If you want to pay for art services, or even if you flirt in the street and you have money proposal, please be careful. 3 months to 7 years of jail. There is more risk if you are a foreigner, and you could say it to me in the comment section below. Charles, it's all bullshit. I do it since several years, or I know someone who do this since several years. But I told you, that's the law. It's not me. I mean, that's the law. You could do your own research. It's prohibited in Vietnam. Prostitution is illegal. And every every month, there is article of foreigners who get arrested in hotel or massage shop, and they go into jail, or they pay big fine. Even if in Hanoi or Saigon there is a street like very similar to the other country around, or there is some sexy girls and you agree with her to have a price or something like that, you're outlaw, man. You're a gangster. And in most cases, it's not a fine you will get. You're going directly to the jail. And what is crazy is, like, there is so many massage shops. You know what is happen inside, right? There is so many weird massage parlors. So that's it. We seen the 5 mistakes you should avoid when you came here in Vietnam. And yeah, you have to know that once you get case in Vietnam, then your entry will be blocked, and maybe you will be blacklisted for life. And more than that, Vietnam is in Asian, and they communicate each other with the other countries. So maybe your entry will be blocked for all the other countries around, like Philippines, Cambodia, Thailand, all the country in Asian. So take care of you, have a great time here in Vietnam. I'd love to share to you what I know later. I just love this country, it's amazing. We should do what is required to stay as long as we can and as long as it's possible. Bye bye, see you guys in the next one.